Hello, hello, and welcome to Zarnok Gaming. My name is Trent von Zarnok, and we're going to do some live PvP today. And we'll be doing a giveaway to anyone who participates in the stream chat. So you got to be here, and all you got to do is if you've talked, I will add your name. We have Kalana who has talked already. And so we'll just put Kalana right onto the wheel of names. And then if I lose a battle, I will go ahead and I will spin the wheel. And whoever it lands on, which in this case is definitely going to be Kalana, will go ahead and win some Blackstone, 300 Blackstone to be exact, which is the exact price of one. I love the applause. It's the exact price of one requisitions pod. So I hope I can give you guys some Blackstone. Hello, Baghead. And I also hope that I don't give you guys any Blackstone at all whatsoever. So we'll see what happens there. Add Baghead real quick. And Filipino Billy. I'll go ahead. I'll let you guys watch me add the names, right? That's what we want. So, Filippo Pilly. Did I do that right? Nope. Two. Yeah. Nope. All right. And glitch games. Hey, hold on now. I have 12 tickets. Or I will. I'll be capping tickets here in 8 minutes. So we're going to get right to it. We're going to do a quick a milkshake. 88 milkshake. Going to do a really quick recap. And Rav B, thank you. Good luck. I'm going to do a really quick recap of a couple of things we talked about yesterday. Obviously, we know what Conquest is. The ultimate goal is to get 5 points. You get a point for stepping on a Conquest tile, and then a point for every kill. And if you leave that Conquest tile, you hold that point until stepped on by the opponent. All of your heroes are capped at level 8. And they are capped at level 3 common gear, except for defensive items that are glitched right now. And the order, and I heard this talked about today. So right now, if I were to enter the battle, it will select my heroes in the order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Alf, Newell, Thaddeus, Makotep, Archimedos, and then Yark. However, if I want it to put Thaddeus on the outside and put Alf Newell next to Makotep, I can adjust by clearing selection every time in between every battle. So this is something that we want to make sure we're doing so that we keep our Makotep centered and we keep our units that we want to have a greater range. In this case, Alf Newell and Archimedos, because they're my 2 MVPs. And we're going to go ahead and get right in before my tickets cap, and then we can take some more time. So I'm going to be going second against Retro Gamer. And we got the bridge map, which is an interesting map, one I don't particularly mind. And so you can see that these tiles were numbered right to left up top. So the order I picked my heroes in go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from right to left. And we'll go ahead, and he doesn't have any threat zone impactors. So we'll go ahead and we're going to save Thaddeus for a guaranteed hit with at least one of his Basilisk barrages. As he slowly pushes forward, clearly making the mistake of trusting the threat zone because I can reach him. My wife might go to Target. I've been so informed. And now he's not ending his turn because it seems he probably, you can leave it open. He probably realizes that he made some mistakes there. So first thing we want to do is I want to guarantee take out the Overwatch. So I get lucky with a hit on Aleph Newell as well. And Aleph Newell's active always kills Aleph Newell. It's just practically guaranteed. And then given our other options, my best is to take the high ground. Oh, but we can't see from there. I could take the high ground here, get a guaranteed kill on Certus for sure. And I'm not going to get the point, so I'll take the high ground. No, yeah, I'll take the high ground. I'll summon, hoping to block off the conquest point. Not getting my my guaranteed kill. If I could have reached Certus with Archie from up here, I could have taken all 3 conquest points and ended the game without taking any damage. Thanks, Roden. I appreciate that. I know. Yark is a risky move around here. He really is. If people, I'm trusting that this early into the game, people. I almost used my bank up. Thought I double tapped. People. No, I'm banking on the fact that people don't have a lot of high armor units yet, or high armor equipment rather. Oof. Didn't use Vindicta's active. Interesting choice. And yeah, that's gonna be a real short game there. Yeah, no, absolutely. We don't get a lot of damage from Yark. So what I'm actually using Yark to do, and I talked about this yesterday, is I'm using Yark most often to go ahead and lock units like Vindicta into melee and sort of shut down the map. So he's rarely getting kills, but it does a lot to stop opponents from being able to move in on me. So a little bit less fearful of being locked in on now. So talk about a couple of the other things we talked about yesterday. The first was obviously the order you select your heroes in. The second thing we talked about yesterday was defensive items being glitched. So wearing like an epic level 9, you'll see my LF Newell has higher armor than enemies quite often. And the third thing we talked about yesterday is how the matchmaking attempts to matchmake you against people around your ranking before reaching outward. So right now it's trying to match me against people who are ranked in thousands. So playing with a lot of tickets, at least at first, is definitely beneficial because I'll be playing people who are ranked lower, meaning they're probably not as competitive, not as active, maybe don't have as good of a collection of heroes. Obviously, that won't matter too much going forward, but you know, match opponents against me. That's fair. Yeah, Bellator can be pretty ridiculous. Obviously, we do have some piercing units, but I've had Bellator survive the hit from and you know, the first tournament I actually ran Bellator instead of Yark, and I mean I could beef up my Bellator's gear a little bit and go and see if I break them. My Bellator has 82, although some of that's from upgrades, not all of that's from the armor. I'm not. I mean, I could throw on a pair of rare armor. I could do some things, but I don't want to completely exploit the mechanics of the game. And he just doesn't do a lot of damage, right? I mean, most of these matches are over by the third hit, so by the third turn per player. So it's not like there's so much going on that I get 5 units out or anything like that. So we are going second. Personally, I love going second on this map. They're going to go ahead. They have no threat zone breakers. So we'll go ahead and we'll make similar movements. I love going second on this map. I've heard some complaints about certain maps giving too much wayside to first or second or whatever. Maps that give first place too much of an advantage. I think this map gives just a ridiculous amount of advantage to the person going second. So Here, I swarm that, and that stops Morven from being able to do just like so much right now. She can't get her AoE off. Thanks, guy. Dabernach, I'm sorry. She can't get, yeah, I mean, like, she does a little bit of damage there. There's just not much left you can do when you flood the map with Cadian Guardsmen, even if they suck. So, and my piercing, my Scepters are a lot. That's fair. Yeah, definitely. So things we talked about yesterday that are going to be different next event. First is that there's going to be a tiebreaker mechanic, and the tiebreaker mechanic will be the damage done minus damage taken. So this is obviously something that will change the way people play the game. So instead of capturing that point and getting that quick win, if you're calm, if you're patient, you take the time to think and go, hey, I can definitely kill this unit and get my 5th point that way. That will be a better way to make sure you ensure on coming out on top on tiebreakers. The second thing that will be changed in the upcoming patch is the defensive item scaling. That will be fixed, so we will see a lot more balanced, scaled play. Again, no threat zones. So taking a look at how I want to push, I'm going to go Makotep center, Alv Newell to the top, and go ahead and pass turn. Vodka soda water, never go wrong. And with the chaser of some rebels. So let's take a look. He's got a 54 armor Bellator. Not broken per se, but definitely not ideal. And I have not seen Halbert in live play. We're going to go ahead and we're going to disable this Overwatch and see what we can get there. Let's go ahead and now if I go here, I will get both my scarabs on the, oh no, not both on the left side. That's unfortunate. Well, I'll go ahead and pop one of them. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and rush his Yarick and his Certus. Certus also has 58 armor. So there's a perfect example of what these Cadian Guardsmen with their low 10% laser pierce, which isn't much more than their 1%, just aren't able to get done in this game mode right now. But what they are doing is they're stopping his Alf Newell from getting 2 scarabs anywhere on the map. Oh no, he could get 2 scarabs against my Alf Newell, or right there, I guess. Or as a mistake, he could get 2 scarabs against one of my bloodletters. Definitely wasn't the move to make right there in that case. My units block 1 by own points. And all I need is 1 point. But here's a perfect example where it might make sense in the future to not just take that point and to deal some damage to him instead, therefore affecting my ability to rank higher on the tiebreaker. Thanks for joining us. The future is an idiocracy. And let's go ahead and add your name to the wheel. But no, I have not seen Helbrecht yet in live action. Some of you know I do sometimes get some information from test builds as a player ambassador who's here to help you help filter out what I think the player base wants and present it to the developers. Because although they lurk on our Discord, I don't know if you've seen our Discord of 8,000 players lately, but it can get a little bit insane there. I passed my 100 chests a little bit ago. Let's what do I need to do with that? Okay. All right, out of farms today. I need this rare upgrade, this Eye of Horus, this Chaos Defiler to be available in more spots than it is. Can't be running around with my energy capped on a live stream though. That's just bad showmanship. But I'm sure most of you have seen this very, very nice end of rewards path chest for 200 points that comes with both a requisition order as well as 100 energy. So that's very nice. And we will keep on trekking here. See if we can get somebody some Blackstone. Avdienko going first. A lot of people do. Again, I've said this. A lot of people say they don't like going second. I don't mind going second, but here we do have somebody immediately pushing the map with a very, very aggressive Mako tab. So threat range is definitely all over the map. I can disable my Overwatch though. Take care of his Certus. Oh, but that's definitely a misplay. Definitely a misplay, as I only get one Scarab Swarm out of it. And now we wonder whether or not he can get 2 kills and 3 capture points at the same time. And if he can, take out both my Alf Newell. Makotep gonna go for the combo. Nice, must have learned that from a YouTuber. Oh! He goes all the way into the backfield. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makotep goes down. All he has to do is capture the point and finish off, but he can't do both. Oh, very, very low chances of me succeeding here. And there's just nothing I can do to get back into the game. I can't even try to get a victory point. All I can do is take out some Scarab Swarms. And he has access to victory points. He doesn't even need them. Let's see what we got going on. Hey, thanks for streaming. He's definitely got some very interesting. He's got a very interesting kit. And so if we're looking at Halbert, he gains +1 movement when there's an enemy psyker on the field, and this unit friendly adjacent units deal plus damage to psykers. Now, what's really important about this, and maybe you've seen my Roswitha giveaway video where I talked about this, but all guild raid bosses are psykers. So, while guild raid bosses are immune to status effects and tile effects, it doesn't change the fact that units who are independently buffed based on certain circumstances do treat them as psykers. So that means that Typhus is, I thought it was Typhus. Somebody had something going on with psykers. Must be a different. I know there's somebody here on the Death Guard who's, oh, there it is. Adjacent psykers deal damage themselves. It's Corrodius. Not a lot of utility there, but we're going to be able to give +1 movement to Halbert himself, as well as giving extra damage, and that's damage per hit. So that means that if you have Halbert adjacent to 2 Scarab Swarms, or if you have him adjacent to 2 Bloodletters that are high Pierce, or Scarab Swarms are high hit damage dealers, then where we've seen that a capped Roswitha can deal extra thousands of damage. She can melee the guild raid boss for 13,000 damage per hit. That's how we have some of these big players doing 200k hits over an Eternal Nexus. At the exact same time, Halbert is going to have the increased movement, and him and 2 adjacent piercing units who are going to shred through that armor are going to get those increased damage per hits. So there's definitely some clever utility that you can do there. Say you boost Aleph Newell's movement in. Aleph creates the Scarabs. Halbert is following up behind on the next turn. Aleph Newell flies over the boss, attacks from the high ground, and Halbert takes that spot. And now Halbert is adjacent to these Scarabs. You move Aleph Makotep up 1 unit, and you use the active on one of those Scarabs. The Scarabs hit, maybe it multiplies, and there's just so many combo and RNG determined things that can happen. So I moved first. Halbert, Wog. Wog. Mordaka. All right, so let us go ahead and spin the wheel. Bag it, Philippo. And that is, woo! That is going to be a 300 Blackstone for Filippo, and we'll go ahead and continue on. Filippo, make sure to message me on the Discord. I'm assuming you're on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, you can send an in-game ticket, and you can send that in-game ticket to LRA. saying that you won 300 Blackstone on my stream. Shut up, backhead. Rigged. And here we go. Top end of the same map. No movement multiplier. No movement additive on the bottom this time. And we got Vindicta. And we got a very aggressive Bellator who goes right in. This Bellator only has 51 armor, and one of these scarabs is definitely guaranteed to attack from high ground and just shred him. So go ahead and, ooh, nice little nuke there. Can't reach anyone. And we'll go ahead and we're going to play a little bit more aggressive and move all the way in. As you can see, Vindicta barely alive, but with reduced movement, 4 health, and she doesn't seem able to get off an AoE on anybody. She uses her active, and we'll go ahead. Ooh, nice clearing with Tigurius, but she still can't use her AoE on Archie, which is what he was hoping to be able to do, because she is in melee range with the Cadian Guardsmen. They are serving their purpose, and he goes off and melees for 1. Go ahead and take the hit, move across, dual feature, and we will go for the kill instead of the victory point because we're practicing for the future. Filippo won, Rat B. Yeah, he's just, you can't kill Vindicta. She's a squish sister. Oh, do we think I should switch? Is that what we think needs to happen? Or should I not switch because you guys want to win stuff? I can not switch. I can switch. I'm okay with either. What kind of armor can I get on my Bellator? Oh, I just went off. And sold the piece of item I was going to put on him. That's how clever I am on a live stream. So let us run. Let's run Bellator. If MCS was here, the ultimate Bellator simp. And let's see how it plays out. Yeah, I agree, Filippo, but people want their Blackstone, right? Maybe I need to just be running like a full Necron squad with Immospec, and everyone can see how well it works. I'll run the Overwatch Death Guard team. Oh wait, that's who I'm playing against. We got Maladis, and let's see. He's not a super noob. All of his units are at Iron 1, but for some reason he's rocking the Maladis. I don't know how to feel about that because I think he's the worst hero. Just absolutely terrible. So he clumps up for me. So we'll go ahead and we'll rock that. We'll move Bellator forward. We'll go ahead. Body block. I guess you could take a beating. Full orc squad. Yeah, no, they have such low peers. However, in fairness, armor was bugged last tournament, and using Boss Golg and Gibba and the Gibba tank Lord Nako got first place. So I don't know. That was a lot of orcs. Oh, and Tanka Smasher. He was running 3 orcs. Trying to figure out what he's trying to figure out here. Yeah. Look at that piercing. Not going through my armor. I only run 54 armor in this mode with him like this. So this is not quite as nice as I thought perhaps it could have been. So go ahead and take over a victory point here, and all we have to do is get a kill, which is now done. So yeah, I mean, granted, the reason he won using that squad was Boss Golg movement, followed by the Gibba taking over a spot, a conquest spot, and then deploying the tank, and then like Tank a Smasher running over or displacing for range. And those other 2 units were, thank you. The other 2 units were, of course, Olive Newell and Makotep, the dream team, the one and onlys. So yeah, I didn't like that though. I could run Vindicta. How's my Vindicta looking? Pump her real quick. Get some crits. People don't use Vindicta, right? They do and they don't. I'm not trying to put people in a box. Oh, hey, Sazaku. Jaku. I don't know how to say your name, to be honest. I always say Sazaku. Let's get your name added to the wheel right after this. So we already gave out 300 Blackstone, which means I'm not doing as well as I'd like to be doing. But no, I do feel as though people frequently misuse Vindicta because, well, you do want to use her AoE before moving your units in. Is this going to load? Better not give me the L on the live stream. What people fail to remember about Vindicta is that using your other units first, particularly any other Imperial units that you have, such as Thaddeus. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, ooh. You can get her crit rate up before using her. So here we go. We got like a nice little perfect intro. He's using Corodius. He intelligently moves Archimedos into an adjacent tile to Corodius, giving him the +1 movement. So I'll need to keep an eye on that for the threat indicator. And he seems to want to bait with Anafet. Seems odd to me. So I can reach, but only with 2 tiles. I think I will go ahead and drop bombs. Ooh, fully cleared on 1. Taking a look at the threat zone, adding 1 to this threat zone, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4. He can reach these tiles here, but I can move, reevaluate the threat zone, and see exactly how he plans to do his follow-up moves as I sit with 1 kill point. And now Makotep is giving me the opportunity to hopefully move in with Vindicta and do some crits from high ground. Yeah, I follow a lot of it. I think almost every team I fight against has Vindicta on it. She never seems to not be there. So he's good at playing the movement. He seems to know what he's doing, which is what he's probably trying to do right now, is work his way towards getting some summons up. And we'll see how he plays this off. On my Archimedos? That's a mistake. Poxwalkers. Poxwalkers, come on, pop the poxies. This is my first time I fought Corodius or Anafet this event. So we are going to go from here, guaranteeing one of my scarabs from the high ground. Then we're going to move in with Makotep and activate both said scarabs. Of course, they're going to focus on some summons. Let's take a look at a 47% crit here. We'll go ahead and take out, yeah. And then all we have to do is step on a tile. He had a really good team. He had a lot of aggro, a lot of threat on the field. Suzaku. He had a lot of threat on the field. That was good. I mean, Corodius increasing the threat range of only Archimedos. Thank you, Filippo. Only increasing the threat range of Archimedos made for a very unique battle for me. And then obviously he has a timer with Anafet, and he got his timer off. It was just too late to give him what he wanted. So we're looking at 5 battles left here. I guess I enjoy bringing. I'm just going to stick with what I like. I know Yark sucks with the increased armor. He's terrible. I'm excited to be playing this team after the patch. Well, I'm excited for the new faction too. But I'm excited to be playing this team after the patch. We don't have any threats here. We'll go ahead and push forward, move all my people right into the razor wire, but staying carefully out of range. He's going to go left, ignoring the fact that piling his units together is an absolutely terrible idea. We'll almost completely and fully take out one there. Let's see, best spot for him is there. Best spot for you is definitely killing Vindicta in a way that allows me. Ooh, can't do that. Can hit him. Nice crit, match finished. I expected to have to do something with Yark there. Guess I didn't have to. I will also do the redemption battle on live, of course. And if there's a little secret for those of you who get getting worried that I won't lose 2 more times, I will play some casual battles. My terms of service are very loose with Ratatosk. So as long as everybody, if I lose up to 3 battles, I give away up to 900 Blackstone. That's 300 Blackstone battle. These are the rules. No one said they had to be ranked battles. And I will do my best to lose before 9 o'clock 3 times. 9 a.m. my time. That's the end tournament. We got 57 minutes left, boys and girls. So, yeah, and aggressive. So we can see that we can hit Bellator from here to here. We also talked about this last time, this aggressive opening. We got threat all over. So I pretty much have to go in. I think I'll go from here. Who's he got there? Godswool. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll finish. Take out the clump. And bring the enemy turn. We got some scarabs out. We got some threat. Godswool's an interesting hero. He's got a nice little displacing charge, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Thunderous Assault, that's him. And he's got the increased crit, which might make him good for this mode in the current bugged that it is. Praise be the Scroll Lady. Absolutely. Praise the Ratatosk. She's my favorite. As many of you are aware by now, she went to bat for me and got me employed as a contractor with Snowprint so that I could get paid to do what I was already doing. I'm sure some of you are from Europe. I know that some of you are. Some of you from other parts of the world, but I do know that I'm sure some of you are from America. And she said to me the difference between Americans and Europeans is that a European says, well, if he's doing the job for free, why would we pay him for it? Whereas our nice Snowprint people over in our nice Snowprint people who are running this game from from Berlin and Sweden said, well, of course we should pay him to do what he's already doing. So I've been doing a lot of moderating on the Discord. I've been doing, I agree. And I do think that Halbert, with his increased movement against Psychers, because everyone brings Archie on the field, will be a very interesting hero. But yeah, Rada went to bat for me and got me some employment to do what I was already doing. That was very, very nice of her, and I have all the praise for Ratatosk. That map is crowdy. Leo, Ben, and Cano. Let's go ahead and get your guys' names added. Leo. What we got there? Odo. I'm losing it. Leo, Ben. And Cano. Not bad performance so far. Thank you, Filippo. Obviously, like we saw, I rushed in a little fast on one map, and just could not recover. So what I absolutely love about my team is that, other than a $5 purchase early on for Yarick, is that my team is definitely free to play acquirable. I think that Thaddeus is pretty interchangeable. Also, short plug, I'm giving Thaddeus away. I'll be spinning the wheel of names on Monday for one lucky winner to get a completely free Thaddeus mobile. Other heroes I hope to give away in the future include Corodius, who I think makes Fall of Cadia exceptionally easier. And then I would like to give away somebody from maybe the Orc faction or the Black Templar faction. So as I've said multiple times with my posts on the Discord, I take all content requests. That means I'll also take character preview requests. And if I do a character preview, it's likely to come with a giveaway. So, yes, Megan. So yeah, no, I think that Thaddeus, being a required hero for the Fall Acadian Mirror, he's got a quest coming up, so we're going to be able to get like 45 free shards from him. Then he's a 120 farmable. I'm also giving a giveaway for him, and then Yarg being purchased. I'm a relatively easy to obtain team. We have a lot of people in these tournaments who aren't familiar with threat zones yet. I think my team will be better after things are fixed. I do think I'll end up on the leaderboard. I have 2 losses total this entire event, Stefan Rose, and I will be adding your name shortly. Here is one of the absolute best ways ever that you can have doing your character selection the way I talked about work out for you. You can see that they appear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, meaning that my forward-facing units are the units that are right next to Makotep, front and center, and we're going to get an immediate kill on the biggest threat on the board. Probably should have used that first to disable the Overwatch, but I've done it now. Go ahead and hit from high ground, and we're going to be playing an aggressive match in case that wasn't clear. We'll go ahead and sub movement in here and cluster some of my heroes for Vindicta to see what she does. But with her 3 movement, she can't move anywhere in a way that allows her access right now to the cluster of my heroes. Yeah, she can hit from there, and that's about all she's got. Did she pop the active? Of course. No kills per se, but she will get a kill off on Archimedes if she wants to. The question is, can she kill my Aleph Newell? And it looks like she can. Aggressive open struggle. All of my losses this tournament have been on aggressive opens. So, oh, she does the fire shot. Oh, what a wild display. And we are both 4-4 with 2 heroes left on the board. Absolute insanity, if you ask me. And anyone who can just capture a point or get a kill will win the day. and I can't capture a point. So I will go for the kill and not reach it, and Vindicta will pull the victory out from under me. All she has to do is move up and not attack. You already had that point, buddy. Oh! She must have had a skull. She must have had the guaranteed kill. Oh, that was crazy. All of my losses have been on aggressive opens like that. Or pick folks. Yes, absolutely, Steven. So, in case you missed the things I've talked about this tournament, first off, armor is glitched. It's not scaling down properly. As you saw just now, my Aleph Newell had 308 armor, which is insane. The second thing you need to know is that every time you start a battle, it will pick your heroes left to right by power. So right now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Aleph, Thaddeus, Makotep, Archimedes, Yark. But if you clear, you can select them in the order you want them to appear in, left to right on most maps, or right to left sometimes. But each map has nodes, and the nodes are numbered. And when you hit start and your heroes show up left to right, that's the number that it's going to assign to the nodes within the map. Yeah, someone's actually playing this game, Can't Get Her. Ken, are you playing this game? Because I'm about to give out some free stuff. I know my own someone did block me. So let's go ahead and add Stefan Rose. But that was an L, and that means that will be my second giveaway of 300 Blackstone. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Hey, welcome to the stream, Stefan Rose. You'll be removed from the list. You can only win once. And that will be 300 Blackstone for you. Make sure to message me on the Discord. Otherwise, you can send an in-game support ticket, and you will be given your Blackstone from Elaray or one of our other great customer service people. Again. And let's go ahead and where'd my wheel of names go? There we go. Get rid of that. Yeah, I know. You join the stream, you hop on, and automatically you win 300 Blackstone. Good for you. All right. We don't have any high threat enemies on this map. 1, 2, 3. Now, normally my instinct is to put both Yark and Thaddeus in the back, but I want to push threat right away, so we're going to do things a little bit different and not give Thaddeus any movement bonus this turn, so that we can push the map more aggressively. Shouldn't be a big issue since I'll probably not move Thaddeus next turn anyways, and we'll go ahead and use his active there. Probably could have saved it, but I just didn't want to. 1, 2, 3. We'll go ahead and, looking at my armor, Aleph Newell has far more armor, so, oh, we can't reach. Well, then we'll be using Yark to soak that hit, and then we'll go ahead and take care of their Aleph Newell, because that is what matters at this particular point in time. And I think I'm going to take the Certus hit. I tend to do a lot of damage to Certus with my Makotep. I have cats fighting on a bed behind me. Does anybody see that right there? There, got some cats playing. Try and distract from what's going on. This is the real PvP right here, guys. CVC, cat versus cat. And while I'm watching my cats fight, Doomslayer goes down. An act of God or an act of summons. One cannot be sure without watching the replay. The bottom left is bugged. It has one tile that you can't stand on that you should be able to stand on. That's so annoying. Oh, I completely agree. So a lot of things happening in the chat here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I am absolutely loving the activity in my chat box right there. Those bugs are a little bit annoying. Rest assured, these things are being addressed by your ambassadors. They're being listened to. People know. So Ollie Reen is our newest member to the chat, it seems. Let's go ahead and get Ollie added to the wheel of names. And for those of us just joining, we have lost 2 battles. Have a few more to go. 43 minutes. I'm serious. I have cats just Lion Kinging it right now next to me. They ran out. They ran out of the room. We're good. We're safe. And we are down to 1 ticket. We're in 111th on the leaderboard. We have 6 redemption points, which can be recouped in 1 single battle. And we'll go ahead, and this is our last regular ticket of the event. Let's see if we can end up on that top 25. Against Gulo, and we'll be going first. Oh, this is a good map to go first on, and we are just playing someone who is using Insidious, which is just concerning for more reasons than I have time to talk about. Scammed out of a lesser board because of ambassadors scamming me with Celestine. I'm not spending on a new expansion. Not fair if they have dev support. Well, no ambassador has been given Celestine, so I won't be too concerned about that. For the record, I have Celestine, and I think she's terrible in live PvP. Everyone tends to live bait with her, and then she just immediately gets surrounded, dies, and is used to pump summons all over the board. But I am sorry that you seem to have such hostile feelings towards the ambassador program, a program designed to make the game better for everyone. That's not what we want, but I suppose it can't all be helped. Not everyone can be happy all the time. Some of us are unhappy. And we are going to struggle here to get the final kill that I need to win this round. But close on a 54 armor Bellator, same as my Bellator's armor had. It's barely cracked 7. I'm at 12k power. I think my power's higher than that. You can take a look at my heroes here in a second. And the summons wrap up the battle for me while I'm reading the chat again. I'm not paying nearly as much attention as I should be. Let me talk about that. So one of the things I've talked a lot about in the Discord lately is people thinking that that people are cheating because they're spending a lot of money. So my Yarick alone is at 48,000 power, and that's with a level 43 active and a level 8 passive. And oh, I was supposed to put that on there. And so he's got 48k. So what a lot of people don't realize, and I've talked about this before, is that a max level 50 hero can be worth probably up to around 200k power. Power grows exponentially as you get into the epic tier skills. So my next skill down is only at 14k, and then 6, so on. It drops pretty drastically as my actives are only at 32, 25, and 14 on passive. And so on. So skills give a lot of weight. This means that you can literally just buy Blackstone, thousands and thousands of Blackstone, and do nothing but hit refresh and purchase tomes of XP and badges, and you can buy your way to, well, there you go. Someone who's at almost 1 million power. So, yeah, that's a little out of date, I suppose. I'm at 99,000 now. I should probably update that. My Yark is OP. My Yark is absolutely OP. He's really important. I spent a lot of Blackstone on him. So my Cadian Guardsman, someone with 2,050 health, and they do 1,229 damage, although not a lot of it pierces. But I am able to do some pretty good damage in Guild Raid. So I'm third in my guild in Guild Raid. Again, I can't compete with the people who have 1 million power and level 50 units, and 1.2 million power and level 50 units. But I think that for being a small fish in a big pond, a little baby dolphin in an ocean full of a couple of whales here at Eternal Nexus, I do pretty well. In case you guys aren't familiar with my guild, Eternal Nexus, home of the Infernal Lexus, we are currently ranked first in guild raids. We're doing very well. And so, yeah, and that's on the L3 final. We're about to finish the final guild raid boss. So a little plug for EN there. We do have 4 guilds in the tops. So as you can see, we also have somewhere around here Internal Nexus Imperial in 14th, Internal Nexus Chaos in 15th, and Eternal Nexus Zenith in 30th. So we have 4 guilds in our family, all ranking in the top 30 currently, including Eternal Nexus in number 1. We seek balance in a different game. There are 4, in a different Snowprint game, there are 4 Eternal Nexus guilds all in the top 10. They don't put all their highest hitters in one guild. We spread it around to try and make sure that all of our guilds succeed. So if you're a competitive player looking for a guild, there's a little plug for Eternal Nexus for you. And we have gotten into 56th place. And we have the redemption battle yet to go. I will spend the 25 Blackstone to not suffer you all through an ad. That's hard to say. Obviously, Kill a Can has ranged attacks and good pierce. Oh, I get to be on the bottom of this map for once. That's a nice change of pace. We have no threat issues from the opposing side. So we'll go ahead and move in. A little less worried about how my redemption battles go, obviously. I've now lost 3 matches total this entire event, which means I should end at 284 points if I'm not mistaken. And I can take as many redemption battles as I want to get there. I can play super aggressively right now and just see if I win or not. You know, anything could happen. Unfortunately, I didn't just give out 300 more. So let's go ahead and see where I've landed on the leaderboard in 4th place. We have a few other people, Aslan, Nuyim, both members of Eternal Nexus. We got Eternal Nexus Imperial and Eternal Nexus Home. Ryzen, as we've seen, at 958k power in the Eternal Nexus Home. Wishful Cynic, one of our ambassadors from Bloody Rose. And Santiago Forever, Swedish Space Marines, top in the leaderboard. Nobody undefeated, which is what I absolutely love to see. 287 is the maximum points you can get. But before we go off talking about something like that, let's go look at the team that won last time, how we want to use this team. Well, we don't need any sort of movement bonus for these two, I think. So this is the team that went undefeated. No, he lost one, but ranked first place. Thank you, Kano. You do not lose points out of your redemption when you lose. All you do is have to spend more Blackstone or watch more ads for a chance to get them. So I could take 5 fights and get 1 point per fight and get 5 points out of my redemption pool. So it's a good way to finish getting your 200 chests if you're struggling, or to rank higher on the leaderboard for sure. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing with this team. They seem very awkward to me, but I would assume that I would want to move something like this. Oh, we got a give us scraps, and I think he's got some sort of custom force field. All right, and we can't reach. Who do we want to kill? I think this would be fun. Oh, wild things have happened. Let's go ahead and deploy a tank. Oh, let's see here. Go here and run through that Archimagos. Just smash him. Orcs are fun. You gotta admit, orcs are fun. Boss Gold gets a punch off before the death. And ooh, smart displacement of the tank using Certus Active to move the tank off of the victory tile. However, I still don't think we're gonna win the match here for them. Oh, let's go ahead and can't do much. All these units with nothing but melee. And he takes the match. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Orcs are the meme race of 40K. That will make this our final loss. Dahoon Park and Meg Breathe. Oh, I don't know how I feel about Meg Breathe. But Dahoon Park and Meg Breather are only 2 new people to join the Wheel of Names. How did we spell that? Yeah. All right, and that was my 3rd and final loss. And here will go our final spin of the wheel. I love the little ticking that we get there. And another one of our fellow creators, Suzaku, who I believe creates a different language for us, which is fantastic, will go ahead and win 300 Blackstone as well. Pull that wheel down. So just a quick recap for anyone just joining us. Things we talked about this event was obviously, as we've ranked 4th place here, hopefully can hold that as people join in. Is get it, Shaku. The order that you pick your heroes in matters. Having level 3 gear on your heroes matters, and there will be a tiebreaker function in the upcoming patch where the tiebreaker will be determined by damage done minus damage taken. Therefore, being able to deal more damage and take less damage will matter. It lagged on my neck all the times. So sorry, Rappy, but I appreciate you watching. So thank you guys all so much for watching the live stream. I have a baby shower to get to. My wife is 33 weeks pregnant. We'll be looking forward to a little tiny Trent here at the end of October, early November. So just wanted to get this stream in. Now I gotta go set up some sort of tents and stuff over somewhere nearby, and we got a whole ton of people coming, things like that. So thank you guys all so much for tuning in, and happy hunting out there. Again, please like, subscribe, support all of our creators, and ping me if you want any sort of content created, any sort of walkthrough explanations. I have a lot of knowledge about the game. I intend to do some walkthroughs on Salvage Run, Onslaught, some of the finer nuances. So Yes, you did. You do some of your content in English, Seku, and I did see that. Um, bring in another one. Thank you, Ken. May the Emperor protect, or may the chaos thrive. I really don't know. Wog wog wog. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in, and I appreciate all of you who have watched this live cast. And I look forward to doing more streams, more giveaways in the future. Share my Thaddeus giveaway. I'll be doing a Wheel of Names on Monday in 2 days' time, and we'll be giving away a free Thaddeus Noble.